morning, Washington. How are you doing, everybody? This is Dave. There's my camo shorts and my big boots. We're here on the. I put the Dave TV video software on a laptop, as you can see there. So I decided to. I could carry it around the DCRTV World Headquarters. So this is a video of my kind of foyer library. There's my front door there, down the stairs, and you know, this is all the. These are some of the cool books I have here, and some artwork, and up to the ceiling there, and the skylights. And I wanted to show you this over here. There's a giant glare from the skylight there, but anyhow, that's the Miro picture. You can get past the glare there. See that? There's a glare up at the corner there. Let me get up a little higher there for you. I should have put the extension cord on this so I can move it around even more, but I didn't think to do that. There it is. There's the Miro picture. It's really cool from 1925. It's a nice print, really professionally framed. I found that in one of my neighbors was moving a couple weekends ago, and I found it in the trash. So I put it up on my wall. And there's some of my other artwork I got on the walls there. This is some cool stuff, and I don't know. I like a lot of the spacey stuff. You know, it's kind of juvenile, but I think it's kind of cool. You know, rockets and stuff, and whatever. And of course, there's my Robbie the Robot. There's Robbie the Robot. Remember Forbidden Planet? And there's I found that actually at a hobby shop down in Fairfax, and I never opened it, but I just thought it was cool, kind of kitschy stuff. And then, of course, I got my old Mickey Mouse. This is an original, like, 1950s Mickey Mouse clock. It's mechanical. And, of course, there's that kooky old bird, you know, that dips down into the water, and one of my mechanical robots there, and a British double-decker bus I got over in England. So some cool stuff there. And, of course, the great and wondrous DCRTV book collection, all my cool stuff. You know, back when AMC was a cool channel. This was a classic movie companion when they actually ran classic movies. You know, so this is probably a collector's item this day and age. From shortwave radio, listening with the experts. Oh gosh, whole bunch of things. Hollywood Babylon, Kenneth Anger's Hollywood Babylon, all the scandals that go on in Hollywood. This is one of my favorite books, BBC, 70 Years in Broadcasting. I actually picked this up at Bush House, which is BBC World Headquarters over there in London, and a whole bunch of cool books. What other cool books do I have here? Radio Redo. Oh, this is cool. This has got a lot of old radios in it. If you're into classic radios, it's got some really neat stuff. So there we go. Where did that come from? Oh, old dog, way back in here. So some cool stuff there. And of course, no library would be complete without Howard Stern's Private Parts. No Radio Fanatic. This is cool. TV sets. Ever hear this book? It's actually got, somebody went and drew the blueprints up for all these old sitcom TV sets. You know, for example, the Ricky Ricardo house, Lucy's apartment, the Mary Tyler Moore Show apartment there, you know, Father Knows Best. Actually went and, kind of cool there. So anyhow, the Imperial Post. A friend of mine gave this to me. The Imperial Post. Kind of a book that kind of trashed the Washington Post. The Myers, the Grahams, and the paper that ruled Washington. And some other one. Okay, T.D. Walters. You know who T.D. Walters is? T.D. Walters. This guy look familiar to you? That's Del Walters, former Channel 7 and Channel 2 anchorman. And his book, The Race, which I believe was written before Obama became president, but it was about a black man becoming president. So there, The Hollywood Book of Death, another cool book. The Worst Album Covers Ever. And of course, the infamous Orleans album. They're all shirtless. Oh, got some Carl Sagan. I love Carl Sagan. He's great stuff. And some. These are some of my granddad's old books. These books go way back. You know, some original. You know, Robinson Crusoe books from like the 30s. War and Peace, Berlin Diary. These are some of my granddad's old books. Treasure Island, Little Lord Fauntleroy. So we've got some really cool stuff there. And then, of course, as we go up top here, there's some of my old collections from the World's Fair 1965 there in New York, which I collected myself as a little tyke there over there at Flushing Meadow. The old pair of binoculars, a guidebook, a couple of guidebooks are there. All right. Okay, so that's the big Saturday edition today of Dave TV. I'm just testing out the laptop here. Got it connected to the, and I'll give you tours of some of the other rooms. This is the elephant that my niece and I made for my mom for her birthday one year. So there. And of course, oh, look at this. This is probably worth something. A Redskins bobblehead. See that bobblehead? My dad used to collect a whole bunch of these old football bobbleheads from the, these got to go back to the early 60s. That's probably worth something anyway. All right, folks, and part of my Snow Dome collection, I actually have a rather substantial Snow Dome collection, but it's packed away, most of it. I have a few things out here. Anyhow, this is probably worth a little bit, maybe, the New York City where the World Trade Center's on. All right, that's it for today, Saturday. Doing a test broadcast here of Dave TV. Thanks for watching. What's today? The 30th. The 30th. As I told you yesterday, I've lived here for just exactly 6 years. 6 years ago tomorrow is when I moved in. So this is the DCRTV World Headquarters. Oh, of course, that's an original. You know, that's not a this is an original painting there that my mom and dad had. Still can't figure out who the artist is, but it's a Paris street scene and it's an original. So it might be worth something. I don't know. All right, folks, have a good one. And don't forget to stay tuned.